Hey, how are you? Today I'm going to show you how to draw your supply and how to draw your demand, where should be your stop loss and where should be your take profit, and how to do exactly how to trade using this strategy. And I'm going to draw just starting right away. I'm going to use zones and I'm going to use my arrow as my pointing. This area is called a supply area. This area here from we draw from the open of the price, if it's a supply open of the price, until the wick of the candlestick above. We don't draw the candlestick below. And I'm going to show you also on the demand. As you can see here, guys, the price was moving down, and as you can see, I'm going to use my arrow as my pointer. The price was moving down here, and it goes up, leaving a supply here, then start dropping, and then the price also start leaving another supply just here. It's quite a bigger supply here, guys, but on a smaller time frame you could have scaled that and it will be quite a reduced supply. And as you can see, the price ran down here, leaving another supply here, then start also dropping, and then what we are gonna wait, we're gonna wait for the price retesting our supply here, then we're gonna also take a sell trade from there. As you can see, the price didn't reach well to our supply, so probably it is not in the valid trade. And then the price started dropping, and when the price was dropping like this, it leaves another supply here, but it was a minor supply, and then the price keep going down and start rallying up, from then rallying up, heading to our supply here. So what you're gonna mark after that, guys, you can see that when the price was heading up there, it left another zone here, another zone. We can call this zone, or this zone here, guys, it's a zone which is called a demand zone, and also at the same time it's also a support zone. So what we've expected, we see that the market was rallying up into our supply successfully here, then we can take a sell trade if we see the price giving us reason to sell. What are the reason to sell on a supply? The reason to sell on a supply is either there is a double top, probably on a 15-minute time frame or 5-minute time frame, a double top, a head and shoulder pattern, or type of reversal patterns, and also a Quasimodo setup, and probably a divergence somewhere there. Then you can get a reason to sell the market from our supply here. And our target will always be on the last zone, will always be down here, and the target will be on a demand which was left. But I couldn't really focus targeting here. I'll be focusing on another zone which was formed when the market was rallying. There was a little bit of a smaller zone which was formed here, a zone which was formed here, and this zone is also a demand zone. So that will be my first target, guys. I will target this zone here, and then as you can see, the market came down here, and as you can see, it came back to our demand here. And then if the market gives us a reason to buy here, probably there was a head and shoulder here. If it gives us a reason to buy here, we're gonna buy targeting another area above here, and that area is going to be this area here. Let me just draw this area precise. This area is a supply which was formed right there when the market was dropping, leaving a supply above here. Then that's gonna be our target. If the market rallies from here, we're gonna take our buy positions from here, targeting this position as our take profit. And if you can hold, because this market have a high momentum in candlestick, we can also hold and target our other area which was formed just here, and that area is a supply area. And then the market start going down. I cannot take a trade seeing the market on a high momentum. I'm gonna take a sell trade from here. So what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna wait, and probably I'm going to mark this area here, this area which was formed here when the market was rallying, and that area is called a demand area also. Why is it demand area? The market was down here, start moving up, and then get back forming a base and also a demand, and start rallying up. The demand is always the last candlestick of an opposite color, the last candlestick of an opposite color. If the market is rallying up, leaving a demand, meaning the last red candlestick or the last bearish candlestick is the one we're gonna mark. And on a supply, the last candlestick, which was, or the last candlestick of the upside color, is what we call the supply. This color here, it's green color, the last candlestick which was bullish, and then the market started dropping. This is my supply here. And as you can see here, guys, where do we place our stop loss and where do we place our take profit? That's the first question that we should ask ourselves before we enter any trade. So after marking your zone, guys, after marking your zone, let me say you mark this area here as your demand. Let's just mark it precise, and let's pretend this one is not there. The market start going up, leaving this demand here, then get back into your demand, giving you a reason to buy, then you can buy targeting this area. So where do you place your stop loss? You place your stop loss just below the low here, guys, just below the low here. You shouldn't place your stop loss far. So if the market didn't play out the way it wants to, you want it to play out, so it's just a loss. So just accept that. So we're gonna put our stop loss maybe at least 10 candlestick below our zone. So then we can, 10 pips below our zone, then we can take our stop loss there and target our take profit just above there. Let's go ahead, guys, and see what the market has given us. And if you can see, the market uh, was rallying up. The market was rallying up. So now we have to mark our areas, And as you can see, guys, the market left this candlestick here, but on a bigger time frame it may look a little bit bigger, but you can scale it on a small time frame. I don't want to go on a small time frame to lose sight, because the market like refresh or do something like this. So if you can see, the market start dropping from there, leaving us a supply here. And if the market goes back retesting our supply and giving us a reason to buy, a reason to sell, guys, then we can sell the. But I don't think there was a reason to sell on this candlestick, and probably it gets back and maybe giving us a reason here. Or if there's no reason, so we just don't play and let it be. The market gets back to our zone here, and there's nothing we can do, because there's nothing important on this. uh, there's nothing was important here, so there's nothing here, right? Unless on a small time frame. Maybe if I can check on a 30-minute time frame, maybe there was a little bit of demand here, but so for now I'm not interested on that. And as you can see, let's just mark our area here, and this is a demand area that was formed last. And you can see the market just get back to our zone here, and this zone is exactly our demand. It's a fresh demand, never retested. And then we can take a buy trade here. And where do we target after getting that buy trade is what I'm gonna mark just in few minutes. As you can see, there was a supply which was formed here. There's a little supply which was formed just right here. And as you can see, this supply, the market ran into supply. This will be my first take profit, and my second take profit will probably be on another supply which was formed just right here. This will be my second take profit, and then I'll run into profit. I'm not gonna be greedy holding until all these highs, because it's not always possible. So I expect the market to get through uh, this first, and then I'll take profit on some of the position. And maybe if it reaches here, that will be my second TP, and I'm done trading like that. So let's continue, guys, marking our supplies and marking our demand, and see if we can get out few trades. As you can see, there's also a demand which was formed right here after the market was rallying, and that demand was tested with this candlestick, and there's no reason to buy here. As you can see, it's just a very fast move, and then start dropping, and then start dropping below. As long as the market didn't close the candlestick below our zone, then it's still a valid setup. Then we can see that the market was rallying a little bit up, maybe giving a reason to buy. Then you can buy here, targeting the area which is a bit high here, targeting the high here, because there is nothing significant here that you can target. So we target a bit of a higher price. So the market runs into profit, and then start dropping a little bit into your entry, then runs into profit, taking your profit right above here, and then we can keep going, guys. We can keep moving. But as you can see, after the market was rallying, after the market dropped here, started rallying here, they formed another support and also a demand below here. And then the market runs back into that demand. If it gives you a reason to buy on a demand, then you can buy also targeting this area. If you can if you can enter double trade by, if you have a confirmation, a very nice confirmation, then you can enter just right there. And guys, we keep moving. We're gonna keep moving, guys. And as you can see, let me just mark precisely. There's a demand which was left, a demand left here, guys, when the market was rallying, and the demand when the market was rallying, the demand was left here, and there was also another demand which was left here. So all those areas are key areas and their demands, and the market started rallying up, leaving a demand here, and then we expect the market coming back to our demand. If the market gets back to our demand, giving us a reason to buy here, then we can buy targeting our supply, which was formed just above there. And let me just mark the supply precisely. The supply was formed just somewhere here, and if you can buy here, if you can see, you can put your stop loss just below here, just below, then you can take your profit here. And I don't think there was a reason to sell here, guys. It was a supply, but there's no reason to sell with this week, so we just let the market play. And the market gets back to another demand, which is a fresh demand from here when the market was rallying, getting back here, giving you all this rejection, probably a very nice entry here. Then you could also have ended targeting your last supply, which was formed here, and the market started rallying high and rallying high. So as you can see, the market left another area here. The market left a demand here and also another demand here. So there are two demand, but I'm just gonna mark the last one here, guys. And as you can see, when the price came back here, there was no a reason. There was no reason probably to buy on this demand. As I can see, if I can mark the demand precisely, I can just mark the demand like this, and probably there was no reason to buy here. So the market gets back here, gets back probably here, and then start dropping, getting back to your demand here, and see if it's gonna give you a reason to buy. And probably it didn't give you a reason to buy here. So what you're gonna do, you're gonna move your areas, you're gonna move your zones, moving your zone probably just here. This is supply which was left, and also there was a last supply which was formed here. So the market started rallying up. If you can see market getting to your supply, then you can take a sell entry. If it was a reason to sell here, targeting your last demand which was formed here, guys. And see, as you can see, that's how we keep analyzing demand and supply, and supply and demand. That's how we end up. You can see the market was dropping, going really hard on a drop. And probably if it was dropping like that, there's nothing you can do if you don't have a running trade, unless you're on a smart time frame, taking advantage of the trade, and you can ride with the trade because it was a really down trade, a downtrend, and then you could also be capitalizing on that. And thank you guys for watching one of my video. If you like this type of analysis and want me to give you more on reasons to enter on a supply and a reason to enter on a demand, then just comment below, and I also make another video explaining exactly how to trade demand and how to trade supplies, and that will be highly beneficial. Thank you guys, and see you again on the next video.